Hit that like button when y'all come in, man. What on with you, guys? Hey, let me know if you can hear me, DJ. Let me know if you can hear me. What's good? What's good? Y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Shout out Moo Moo, man. Shout out Baltimore, man. Most definitely. Be more. Man, we got New Orleans in here, man. Wow. God damn it. Popeye, what's good with you? Gabe Sanders, what's good with you? We got Milwaukee in here, New Orleans. Of course, we got the motherfucking Shy Rack in here. Miami. Shout out to 305, man. OKC, DC. Okay. We got Phoenix, Durham, Memphis, Texas, Virginia. Got the Dro in here. 503 in here. Okay, got the Rack in here. No, y'all in here deep. Got Joliet in here, Seattle, 7th Ward, LA. Man, we here. Well, I'm gonna let a couple more people get in here, man, before I start. This ain't gonna be long. Long as y'all can hear me, we good. We got 96 people in here, man. We got 31 likes. Y'all hit that like button for me. Don't turn that like button up. Give me about 2 minutes. 126 people in here, man. We got 40 likes. Let's get it. All right, we at 140. We at 159 people. We got 45 likes, man. Let's get these likes up to 100. I'll start when they get to 100. I know it's been a minute since I went live. Indiana in here, Rochester, St. Louis, Patterson. Man, a lot of motherfuckers don't know about Patterson, man. Charleston, South Carolina. Got the 202 in the building. Yes, sir. We already know we got the rack in here. Got 843 in here, man. Chucktown, stand up. Brooklyn. Man, everywhere in New Orleans hard. I ain't gonna lie. The 7 Ward, I already know the 7 Ward turned up, man. Ain't that's what the 7 Ward, that's what old boy was hiding at, the one that hit Soldier Slim, that's what he was hiding at, I heard. Damn, we got Tacoma, Washington in here. Clayton, what's up, gang? Got Houston in here, Splash Town. Got Nottingham. Man, we got the Nottingham United Kingdom in here, man. This shit real. This shit just got real, man. We got Nottingham in here. This shit just got real. We had 65 likes, y'all. All right, I tell y'all what, man. We get to 80 likes before I start. Fuck it. I ain't got all night. We got 172 people in here. All y'all gotta do is hit the like button, though. Don't hit the like button. Get this party started, man. Y'all share this live. I'm finna give y'all some real in-depth game, man. Some shit that's going on that a lot of people probably don't know about. I know a lot of people don't know about it. If you ain't been locked up, you wouldn't know about it. Cause it's not a lot of this going on in the streets, you know. All right, we got 86 likes. I'm gonna go and get started, man. I'm almost through with that with this documentary I've been working on, man. I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is, cause y'all know how that go, man. Motherfuckers just steal your shit. Motherfuckers steal your ideas so you can come up with them. Y'all know it's gonna take me a little more time because I'm in the joint and shit, but we got 90 people in here. I'm finna go and get started. Y'all can hear me, right? All right, okay. So I think everybody, I'm piggybacking off a video I just seen the Church's News did, man. And you know, the video he did, man, he just had some good information. You know what I'm saying? I give credit where credit is due. He just had some good information. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna even speak on the dirt and and Bezu shit because at the end of the day, I don't know that to be fact. But you know, hey, I done did a lot of time, man, and I done, you know, my daddy went to prison. My daddy was locked up. Pops was locked up all my life, right? He was in and out all my life. I probably seen my pops maybe 5 times my whole life in the free world, right? My brother went to prison, you know, and of course I'm in prison right now, and I done did going on 12 years in the prison system, you know. My pops did all his time in Illinois. He been to Menard, he been to Statesville. I think he went to like 2 more joints too. Um, my brother did his time. He did some time in the county in Chicago, and he did some time in Alabama. I did all my time in Alabama, right? Shout out to that new member. Who that is? Bernice Park. Shout out to Bernice. We got a new lieutenant, y'all. Um, First and foremost, man, I tell y'all all the time, right? Y'all got we got killers out here, right? Everybody know that. Like we got people that do shit to you for no reason. So a lot of times we say, well, he got shot up, he got did like that, or she got raped and did like this, and this child got, you know, they did something to this child and kidnapped this child, and it's always a reason we looking for. But if we just being honest, man, if we just being honest, there's not always a reason, bro. Most of the time it is a reason because most people don't just do shit for the hell of it, right? But a lot of the times it don't be no reason, man. A lot of times it be motherfuckers have to satisfy that urge that they got, that sickness. And killing, just like I talked about, killing is nothing but an addiction to some people, man. Taking a person's life is just a bigger high as smoking a cigarette, as smoking a blunt, drinking alcohol. You know, everybody got their different DOCs, man. Everybody got their DOCs. Everybody got their drug of choice. Some people might gamble. Some people might be shopaholics. Some people might be workaholics. Some people addicted to coffee. You know what I'm saying? It's all the same thing, though. It's just more savage when you're dealing with somebody who literally addicted to taking life. And when you get caught in that street life, a lot of shit can become addictive. And it's not even about the money. It's not about no fucking money when it gets to that point. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these guys out here sliding and doing this shit, they gonna say, oh, well, I did it because, you know, get back for my partner that got killed. You know what I'm saying? Or I did it because of this reason, or I did it because of that reason. But when you really think about it, a lot of these motherfuckers doing it because they want that high. They want that high, they want that clout, they want that name. Cause it might be a lot of motherfuckers on the internet that we don't know about that's doing shit, but guess what? Them streets know everything. Cause motherfuckers gonna talk. Not too many of these niggas out here that do shit and ain't gonna tell nobody they did it because they want that clout for their work. That's just like how you got serial killers. How many serial killers could you think about that didn't get caught or didn't go tell somebody? Or really, all of them got caught for real, except for maybe one or two. I forgot. I think the Zodiac killer got away, and there was another one. But this was way back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Why? So think about it. Why would you do that? Why would you go? Why would you leave clues for the police, make riddles, and do all of this shit because you want to get caught? Why? Because if you don't get caught, nobody will never know that it was you who was out there causing all this terror. This shit is an addiction, man. With that being said, right? Trey 5 did a lot of shit in the streets, man. Trey 5 did a lot of shit in the streets. Like at one point in time, man, Trey 5, see King Von was locked up a lot of the time. See King Von, he just got famous, but a lot of them guys in O Block and 600, man, a lot of them guys did more killing than King Von, bro. We just gonna be honest, bro. A lot of them guys did way more than what King Von did as far as taking people out. And I'm not saying that they was more savage than King Von. But what I'm saying is they was out longer than King Von. King Von he was locked up a lot of the time. Like Tay said about Troy, you know what I'm saying? He said Troy wasn't doing long stints in jail. King Von was. You know what I'm saying? McAdoo is another one. McAdoo, Trey 5, guys like that, man. Them guys was out there getting down, man. They was out there getting down, man. And the more time go on, the more we find out more about, what they was doing out there. Okay, so Trey 5 was one of them guys, man. He was addicted to putting in work. He was. But he couldn't handle the pressure when that motherfucking pipe burst. He couldn't handle that. Trey 5 couldn't handle the pressure, man. Trey 5 couldn't handle the pressure. So when the pressure came down, when the pipe bust, guess what Trey 5 did, man? Trey 5 went to telling everything, man. And now we learning that this is how the police got so much information about O Block. But what Trey 5 didn't understand is that once you start working with these people, it ain't no way out now. You think you just telling on this situation to get yourself out of some time, when in all actuality, guess what? Now you're gonna have to keep on telling. And then when they get done with you, when you done telling, when they got what they want, guess what they gonna do? They gonna lock you up and throw away the motherfucking key. We talk about Sammy the Bull. A lot of people talk about Sammy the Bull. Had Sammy did all them hits, what he did, 19 hits. Then he got out, and then he started a ecstasy ring in Phoenix. Sammy the Bull still end up going back to prison, man. Because they weren't never done with Sammy the Bull. Sammy the Bull just he thought he was free. Sammy the Bull wasn't free. Once you open that door with the feds, the police, you never free again. You never free again. And even when you get out, they gonna watch your ass. You gonna do something. You gonna do something. We just seen Kiddo get locked back up. You know? Trey 5 didn't understand that. And Trey 5 got caught up in that. So it's gonna be a lot more shit. Mark my words, it's gonna be a lot more shit dealing with O Block, 600, probably THF. It's gonna be a lot more shit that's gonna come out that them people did, bro. It just ain't the shit just ain't hit the fan all the way yet. Because Trey 5 was a top hitter. What they say, birds of a feather always gonna flock together, right? So Trey 5 was in the middle of the motherfucking infrastructure of O Block and 600, and a lot of them motherfucking clicks that they was clicking up with, because they was sliding together. They was sliding together, man. We hear the 600 members and O Block members and a lot of these guys who did start doing these interviews and shit, and we hearing that this person was on the hit with this person. That person was on the hit with this person. This motherfucker over here, he dog pound, and he was over here in O Block, goddamn, doing hits with them. Certain people, man, can bring the city down. You don't think King Von could have bought the whole damn near half the city down if he would have been a rat? Hell yeah, he could have. because birds of a feather flock together. And guess what? If a killer don't feel comfortable with telling nobody nothing, he gonna feel comfortable with telling another motherfucker he know got some dirt on his hand. I know you got about 6 bodies. Shit, yeah, I just went over there and did this and did that. You know what I'm saying? I know we know you get down. Another motherfucker who don't get down like that, guess what? You gonna be skeptical. You ain't gonna really put him in on the information like that. But another killer, yeah, you gonna feel comfortable talking around him. A crackhead gonna feel comfortable talking about smoking crack and running, running skits on motherfuckers and stealing shit with another crackhead. Birds of a feather flock together. Crackheads hang with crackheads. Killers hang with killers. God damn it. Drug dealers hang with drug dealers. And so on and so forth. God has blessed me to see 35 years. And in 35 years, this is my hypothesis. Damn it, this ain't even no hypothesis. This is what I've observed. This is how it is. This is the real world. Birds of a feather flock together. You ain't finna be caught dead hanging with no goddamn body that do some shit that you just don't approve of. Even if it's your family member. So Trey 5, man, Trey 5, Trey 5 got knocked, Trey 5 told, but that ain't the only thing he told about. Remember, he told about the initial hit that they did on them females from MOB. God bless their soul and rest in peace to them. He told on that hit, then he turned around and told on the Rick and Kobe hit. So if he told on Makado, guess who else he told on? He told on everybody else that had something to do with it. And a lot of other shit. So be looking for a lot more people to go down because Trey 5 in there singing like a goddamn Jaybird. He in there singing like the Temptation. Fee, fi, fo, fo. Look out, baby, cause here he comes. He coming, y'all. He in there singing, you know? All right, so I don't know if a lot of y'all remember, right? This had to be about maybe 2010, 2011, when K2 or Spice, it's a lot of different names for the shit, but y'all know what I'm talking about. When that fake weed hit the fucking streets and it started making people pass out, people was going crazy. At first they was selling it across the counter in convenience stores until the government realized that this shit was dangerous. Then they made it illegal and deemed it a harmless drug, right? Okay, so let's think about how long this shit been out, right? Martin Lawrence, a lot of y'all remember this. Y'all know I ain't bullshit. Martin Lawrence did a comedy series called Run Tell That, right? I want to say it was his second one. It might have been his third one. Well, no, I think it was his third one because he did the comic view shit. Then he did the You So Crazy. Then he did the Run Tell That, right? So technically it was his third one, stand up comedy. He talked about how he went and bought some weed or what he thought was weed, right? He hit the shit and then he started running in the streets, in the middle of the streets, butt naked. He said, "What the fuck? The dope man that sold me." What made him ask what the dope man had sold him was the fact that when he got to the hospital, mind you, I left out the part that the shit completely fucked him up. He had he had lost the ability to walk. He had his insides was fucking up, his intestines was fucking up. He was shitting on himself and all of that. It fucked him up bad. But what made him ask that question, what the dope man that sold me, when he got in there and they drug test him, y'all, they didn't find nothing in the system. Do y'all know what that was? That was K2. That was Spice. Way back then. I don't want to lie and say what year this was that he came out with that series, but y'all can Google it. And it'll show you the whole clip of what he talking about. It's called Run Tell That. This was had to be like '01, '02, '03 maybe. It might have been 90 a little bit earlier or a little bit later, but it was around that time. So that's how long this shit has really been on the market. Everybody just wasn't having it then. You know, a lot of them designer drugs and shit like that, it hit in bigger cities first. A lot of times it may hit in country rural areas first. You know what I'm saying? Because once they make this shit, it got to be tested on somebody. It got to be tested on somebody. So after they test it in the lab, then it hit the streets. 9 times out of 10, the first person they gonna test, the first people they gonna test it on is who? In the hood, us. We the first people that shit gonna get tested on. Not necessarily just black people, you know. So K2 has been on the market like since then, and it was probably out before then. Okay, now fast forward, the police start getting hip to the K2 shit, right? They start getting hip to the K2 shit. At first, what people were doing was people were buying tea leaves. I'm not gonna break all the way that I'm not gonna break that what tea leaves are and all of that. Just know that tea leaves, they look like tobacco. Some of it look like real weed. You know what I'm saying? You can go buy a pound of that shit for like $10, $15, $20 or some shit like that. A lot of places still sell it. And what people was doing was they was soaking the chemicals in the tea leaves. And this is how they was coming up with the K2. Now, when the K2 first came out, they were selling it in packs. But after it became illegal, they stopped selling it in packs and motherfuckers started getting baggies of the shit, pounds of it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so when they were selling it in packs, it wasn't being the drug wasn't being contaminated as much. What I mean by contaminated, niggas wasn't able to add this and that to it and this and that to it because it was coming straight out of the motherfucking, out of the laboratory. But once niggas start selling it in baggies and shit like that, niggas start re-rocking it. What did they start doing? They start cutting it with different shit so that they can stretch the product out so that they can make more money. What did they start cutting it with? They start cutting it with roach spray. They start cutting it with what's the shit? Come on y'all, help me out. What's the shit that they clean swimming pools out with? That fungi cleaner. They start cutting it with that. They start cutting it with horse tranquilizer. They start cutting that shit with some of everything. Anything that will make you get a head change once you hit that shit. They start cutting it with everything, right? So what the police did, what the government did, they said, well, fuck it. We don't know what's in it. This shit, people getting high off this shit, some people dying off this shit, is making people wig out and go crazy. So what we gonna do is, if we catch you with any of this shit, we just gonna throw the book at you. And it's a lot of people that got a lot of time in federal prison and in state prisons because of K2 or synthetic weed. Some people call it synthetic weed. It's all type of different names for it. I've heard a million different names for it. But if you've been here I'm gonna say the last 15 years, if you've been around, you've definitely come in contact with somebody that was either smoking it, selling it, you smoked it or sold it, or because a lot of people start smoking it because it would pass drug tests. So a lot of people stop smoking real weed, people that was on probation and shit like that, and start smoking that. I smoked it before. A lot of y'all on this live smoked it before. And it's not no weed high. The shit kind of make you feel fucked up for real, depending on how strong it is. All right, so once the police did that, once the police start knocking motherfuckers' heads off for having the tea leaves, guess what these clever motherfuckers did? Guess what they did, y'all? It's like the police and the feds get smart And these motherfuckers that's dealing with these chemicals, man, they get smarter, bro. They get smarter. It's like they force people to stay on their toes, and that's what they do. People stay on their toes, man. People get smarter. Guess what they did, y'all? They start soaking the chemicals in paper. They start soaking the chemicals in paper. What kind of paper, SNTV? Notebook paper, construction paper, any type of paper you could think about. I've seen it on Bible paper. I've seen it on legal paper. And guess what? Shout out Omaha, man. My bad. I ain't even looking at the what's the name? Shout out Inglewood. The police, the drug had become undetectable again, y'all. So now people getting high again, and when the police get them, and it's like this is mainly this is mainly something that's being done in the prison systems and in the counties. This is what's being done. They them niggas in there smoking paper, y'all. And you might be like, damn, they smoking paper in there? This shit ain't got that bad. It ain't what you think. It's really the K2 shit and all of these different chemicals that they've soaked the paper in this shit. And they let it sit for a certain amount of time, and when it dries, you can't tell the difference. You have to get under a light, under a black light, to be able to see the shit on the paper. So they started beating the police again, right? Okay, so as time progressed, what started happening? People start getting what? Immune to this shit. If you hit a crack rock, if you snort some heroin, if you smoke some good weed, your first time smoking that moon rock, guess what? You gonna be high as hell. Your second time smoking it, you gonna be what? High as hell. But when you smoking this shit every day, all day, guess what you gonna stop being? You gonna stop being high. So what do they gotta do? They gotta make it stronger. And even though it's strong, guess what? A motherfucker that smoke this shit all day, every day, they ain't feeling it no more. So once they start feeling it, they gonna do what? They gonna stop buying it. So what did people start doing? Man, people start putting fentanyl on this shit. Right now it's a real epidemic dealing with fentanyl. They putting fentanyl on everything. You can't go buy a sack of weed, nothing that ain't got fentanyl on it. Like some cases it don't. Some people don't play like that because that shit can kill people, and a lot of people know that. But most of them don't care, y'all. It's all about a dollar, right? That's how Makado died, man. Makado died from smoking some fucking paper that had fentanyl on it. That's how he died. Now I know a lot of y'all tripping right now because it's like, why the fuck would somebody smoke some paper? Why would you even smoke paper? But if you ain't never been locked up, you wouldn't even understand it. Being locked up is a different type of stress, right? You around niggas all day, every day. These niggas ass stink. They feet stink. Niggas farting, burping. Niggas in that bitch snoring. You can't sleep. You got these young niggas in here. They want to rap. Everybody want to be motherfucking Future and NBA young boy. And goddamn it, you know, the shit's stressful, man. I remember I was in the county, man. Look, every day, all day. I got a tour with some young niggas because every day, all day, especially at night, they ain't never sleep. You know what they did? They was smoking that shit all night. Boom, 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 boom. Whoa, love's in the garden, and that bitch rapping. I like, god damn, man. If you niggas was doing that much rapping on the street, ain't no way you would be in motherfucking jail right now. That's all them young niggas doing there is rap. Okay, so you dealing with all of this in jail, and it's like, man, this shit's stressful. You know? So that's why they smoking that shit, man. And then niggas fighting murder cases and shit like that, they smoking that shit. And then A lot of places when that fentanyl shit first start, hitting hard like that, they had a drug test for it, but a lot of places wasn't drug testing for it because the drug test is expensive for that fentanyl shit, right? But yeah, y'all, man, it's a different world in jail and prison, man. And that's how, some people say that the police did, man. The police ain't do that shit, man. That man OD, man. I've seen it too. I've seen it a lot of times. Right here in this system, right here, man. I had a partner that just checked out like 3 months ago, smoking that paper shit. They had fentanyl on it, man. And don't quote me on this. And I got to do my research. I got to do my homework on this. But a wise guy told me fentanyl was a fucking breathing suppressant, man. You know what a breathing suppressant is? This is some shit that they give you when you having when you going through surgery and shit like that, bro. They give you a certain type of fentanyl, man, to suppress your breathing. Ain't that shit crazy, y'all? Yeah, that shit crazy, man. That shit crazy, man. But that's what niggas doing in the joint, man. Niggas smoking paper, man. And I'm talking about at this spot that I'm at right now, man. It's so many niggas, man. This shit like the new crack. It's so many niggas on this shit. It's so many niggas on this shit. Out of the whole camp that I'm at right now, man, it's probably 85 to 90% of the camp that smoke this shit. And they can't stop smoking it. These niggas getting caught by the police. They going back behind the fence. They getting fucked up and they still smoking it. Real talk, y'all. Y'all already know, man. I almost got that documentary ready for y'all. I talked about it in one of my videos, but I ain't gonna say it again. Just be waiting on it when it come out. I dropped that Dolph documentary for y'all, man. I've been getting y'all a couple, a little something here, a little something there. You know, I ain't got but I'm February, March, April, May. So I got like right at like a little bit up on the like 2 months. You know what I'm saying? Till I come up. I come up in May, y'all. So shit, y'all already know. I'm back on my production shit. I'm gonna be putting out cash and everything, man, for my movie shit. This shit finna get serious, man. Shout out to the game, man. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. Before y'all leave out of this chat, man, hit that like button for me, man. Make this video go crazy, man. We gotta get these views up, back up on this channel, man. I got 255,000 subscribers, man. The videos are not, the notifications are not getting out. I went a long time without posting because I was behind the fence and couldn't post, and I didn't have nobody out here that was taking care of that business. So, you know, my shit went down. Let's get it back up, y'all. Let's get it back up, y'all. 'Cause when I hit the streets, y'all already know it ain't gonna be nothing but fire. Ain't nothing but fire. I'm switching my whole game up. Straight fire. If it ain't fire, I ain't dropping it. It's your boy SNTV. I'm out.